It's game night in Statesboro as the South Georgia Tormenta FC, coming off back-to-back wins, host the Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Thrilled you can join us. I'm Drew Felios, joined by Mike Funk, who is filling in for Eddie Rodriguez tonight. Mike, big night here in Statesboro. What's it going to take for Tormenta to get their first win at home?
Just take advantage of the scoring opportunities. We found something on the road. Let's bring that home and take advantage of every opportunity in the box.
All right, thanks so much, Mike. It is America's Best Communities Night. We've got Ben Freakley, the head coach, with us. And Ben, your team has been making the rounds this week with businesses around the community. It's been a very busy week.
We put 1,000 tickets in the hands of people from and in and around Statesboro. Our mission statement of Pros Start Here is epitomized by the type of people that live in Statesboro, with professional teachers and doctors and lawyers, anybody that's doing anything they can to make Statesboro the community that I know, as somebody who's lived here for a big part of my life, is proud to be from and in.
Thank you so much, Ben. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks.
Okay, also joined by Darren Burnett from America's Best Communities. And Darren, Statesboro is one of the 8 finalists nationally. What has it taken to get to this point?
It's been exciting. We've gone from over 350 communities throughout the country down to a finalist of top 50, and we've continued on to a finalist of top 15 and won $50,000. And then we went down to 8 in Durham, North Carolina a couple months ago. It's been exciting. It's a community effort, city, county, Georgia Southern University, the business community, everybody coming together, because this is the greatest place to live.
And we are celebrating that tonight. Thank you so much, Darren. America's Best Communities Night. ABC will be talking about that throughout the broadcast. The mayor is also going to join us in the booth. It should be a festive night here in Statesboro as Tormenta hosts the Southern West Virginia King Warriors. We've got the kickoff coming up next.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Underway at Irk Russell Park in Statesboro. Drew Felios, Mike Funk, along with the Multimedia Development Center at Georgia Southern. South Georgia Tormenta FC in the dark uniforms tonight. Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors in the orange. The Kings come here to Statesboro 3-2-2 on the season. They've been competitive all year long, and their head coach John Milgareese says that they've let a couple games get away, and this is a huge game for them tonight. Mike, playing in Statesboro against a Tormenta team that is on a roll. As Josh Phelps works it upfield, the Kings have got something working. Phelps, one of the key players tonight that Tormenta is going to have to try and slow down. The shot taken, and it sails high of the goal.
Yeah, very exciting to get back into town with 2 big victories on the road. Got to score when we have the opportunities, though. Right now, it's in the wrong end of the field. But started out at a 4-2-3-1 formation. Basically the same players except for the keeper in the game, Alex Zagara, starting in place of Anton Weiden.
So the corner kick taken. And there's the first time the goalie's going to get his hands on it. That's Alex Guerra, who gets the start in net tonight. Keep in mind, Anton Weiden, the superstar goalie for Tormenta, not playing tonight.
No, that's unfortunate. He had a battle with the stomach flu the last couple of days, so they got Alex Guerra in goal tonight.
This is another dangerous ball near the goal. It's loose, and getting it out of there is Nico Rittmeyer.
Goalkeeper being tested early. That's 2 shots on goal in the first 2 minutes of the game.
So Alex Gare getting his very first start. Main thing that he does well, he can start the counter attack. That's something that Coach Freakley is very excited for. But as far as Anton Wyden is concerned, he is under the weather tonight. He's been on the meds all week long. Another shot taken. This one's going to sail high again. And we hope that Anton is on the road to recovery, and hopefully he can get back out here Saturday night.
Yeah, at this time of the year, he has definitely been the player of the year for the Tormenta FC. But Alex Gare has made 2 good saves early on, so looks like he has some talent as well.
Gare has been itching to get into the starting lineup and just get on the field for that matter. Tonight, he gets his chance. But as you stated, Mike, right now the Kings really controlling the tempo since the opening. So back-to-back wins for Tormenta, one against Charlotte, the other against Carolina. They also had a friendly a few days ago against the Charlotte Independents of the USL. It was a 4-0 defeat, but more or less just a chance for this team to go out and play against a team which considered is a higher level of USL. So we know about Ben Freakley, Tormenta's coach with the Georgia Southern ties. On the other side, the opponent has a Georgia Southern alum as well. John Milgrease graduated from Eagle Country, also was an assistant with Ben Freakley at Georgia Southern. So a bit of a homecoming tonight for him.
It is.
So Jordan Liu in the lineup tonight for Tormenta FC. He wears number 14. Coach Freakley says he is a guy to watch, as talented as they come.
I tell you, the Kings Warriors have come to play. They have some size as well. Their striker looks like he's 6'5" at least. So we have our hands full on that end of the field tonight.
Got some size. They've got plenty of speed as well. For Tormenta FC, the familiar names in the starting lineup like Kieran Roberts, Nico Rittmeyer, Peyton Erickson, Trenton Whiteley, Jordan Liu, Arian Blackstock, Reed Norton, Jad Arslan, Sam Lofts, and Ayo Sosu on defense. So here we are, midway point of the season, Mike, and it seems like Coach Freakley kind of has the guys that he is going to. It seems like that rotation is starting to get set.
It is. I think it's the same lineup he's used the last couple of games without Anton Wyden in the lineup. But their defensive line is definitely strong, only giving up 5 goals the whole season. That's in 6 games.
Pretty solid defensively as Arslan has it taken away. And now Rafael Mensingen handling for the Kings.
So far, the Kings are controlling the pace and doing just about what they want to do.
Michael Cole switches it over. Jerry Saintville out of Jupiter, Florida. This Kings Warriors team very well represented internationally. Players from England, Sweden, Brazil, Costa Rica, France, Haiti, Paraguay, all over the world.
And that big striker from Australia, number 26.
Yeah, that's Josh Phelps. And he, at one point this season, was the PDL Player of the Week. Again, number 26. He's going to be a guy, Mike, that we're calling throughout the night.
Yeah, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with back there. Big kid, and he's got good feet. And without Anton in goal, it's going to be a challenge. And I'm sure Alex will step up to that challenge tonight.
Trenton Whiteley sent it back. Now Blackstock handling for Tormenta FC. Home team trying to establish some kind of tempo here. But again, taken away at the midfield. And now the Kings Warriors go to work.
I'm sure you'll hear us reference Anton Wyden a bunch tonight. He was the National PDL Player of the Year last week for his performance in those 2 victories.
I think much deserved, too. It was a matter of time for his play really start to get recognized. Nice pass there through the legs, and now Jerry Saintville tries to cross. This is Juarez. And Tormenta's defense in position. Nice pass there. Juarez trying to get the angle. Shot on goal, and this one sails to the left, but the Kings Warriors getting good looks at the goal.
Putting a lot of pressure on our defensive line. They had 6 guys in the box prior to that play, and they've got to do a better job controlling the midfield.
Well, this Tormenta team, they went on that North Carolina road trip, played a couple of games, victorious in both, but then had the friendly a few days ago. And this is a team that guarantee you their legs are going to be tested tonight, as we've got a player down near the midfield, and he is very slow to get up.
I can't tell who that is, Drew.
It may be Jordan Liu, who is just inside the circle, who is holding the back of his head. He went down hard.
Yeah, he was backing into the play and got some guy went over the top of him, and then he hit his head on the turf. That was Jordan Liu, number 14.
Jordan Liu, the midfielder out of Florida Gulf Coast, really the pace setter for Tormenta FC, is helped off the field. It's a good sign. Looks like he was just shaken up on the play. Walking off under his own power. So as the summer moves on, it's Mike gotten hotter and hotter in Statesboro as the sun goes down behind the trees next to the field.
In just a few more minutes. When I left work today to come to the field, it was 98 degrees on the thermometer in my truck. So very hot. The guys need to be hydrated for sure.
Definitely feels like summer. Jake Chasteen, Appalachian State, represented for Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors. He's the goalie. Ball gets away and gets a little physical just beyond midfield. Trenton Whiteley will toss it in.
Yeah, they're definitely the bigger team. And right now controlling the pace and the game.
See if Tormenta can establish some rhythm here. Jordan Liu is back in the game. He's at the midfield right now. And now here comes Tormenta FC. Try and cross it as they were trying to get it to Kieran Roberts, but the ball was cut off before it got there. Josh Phelps now gets the Kings Warriors into their counter. This is where they are so dangerous. Phelps didn't have a shot at that one. This cross is slowed down, and now Tormenta can't clear it. Another good pass. The shot on goal is just a bit high. Alex Guerra under fire here in the first half.
That's at least 3 or 4 shots on him already in the first 12 minutes of the game. Defensive line's holding up, but the midfield are struggling mightily right now to gain any type of possession.
Boy, Mike, that counter, it certainly comes quick, doesn't it?
Boy, that Josh Phelps can make that thing go.
So in the 13th minute, Tormenta getting a good idea what they're in for tonight. This Kings Warrior squad playing at a very high level. Jerry Saintville now controlling. It's Mauricio Costa. Costa out of Paraguay. And the offense free-flowing for the Kings Warriors. They try to get Phelps in a foot race now. Josh Phelps, right side, Tried to cross it, and he had no help. Again, Tormenta lucky he didn't get loose.
I'll tell you, when he gets the ball at his feet, he's something to watch. He took off and went right around our defender. Luckily, there wasn't a Kings Warriors player in the box at the time. It would be 1-0.
You can tell in PDL soccer when there are players who take the field, Mike, who you are going to be seeing and hearing about for years to come. I got a feeling Josh Phelps is one of those guys.
I tell you what, when he walked on the field, even before pregame, I said, look at that 26. He's a specimen back there at 6'5", at least 210 pounds, and he can run like the wind.
St. Phil switches it over to Blackman. Time of possession heavily in favor of the Kings Warriors. Jordan Malia from England also back defensively for West Virginia. Tormenta has been chasing for most of this first half.
Something's going to have to change. They haven't had one single good possession yet tonight. The Kings Warriors are definitely controlling the pace in this game.
Skelton now switches it up. Jerry Ramirez wearing number 23. He is from the University of Louisville, another key player for the Kings Warriors on the field tonight. Here comes the attack. Mauricio Costa. Now up to Juarez. Try that left side. And Tormenta is there as
Kieran.
It's Kieran Roberts, who's had such a big role in this team this year.
So a right midfielder back on defense. They're really pressing us hard on the back.
St. Phil tosses it in. Now he'll play the 1-2 with Costa. Ramirez too far on the pass. Now a chance for Tormenta to counter. Rashid Alarape getting more and more minutes as the season has gone along. Nico Rittmeyer has been a scoring threat for Tormenta. He tries to cross it. Ball had a chance, but Arslan couldn't follow it up. Now here's Arslan running it down. Trenton Whiteley hesitating. Defense recovering for the Kings Warriors. Nice pass there. Whiteley, they want the offsides. And now Kings Warriors have a chance to regain possession.
It's Reed Norton with the pass on the inside. We've got to get him involved in tonight's game. That somehow, some way, he makes the team go. And you mentioned Nico Rittmeyer a minute ago. He's been on fire.
Yeah, Rittmeyer's been a great story. At one point this season, was not even in the rotation at all and had to earn his spot back. And oh, has he ever made things happen. He scored a goal in the win over the Carolina Dynamo last week.
Yeah, he's been a man on a mission after he missed the second game of the year. Got put back in the lineup, and he's been on fire ever since. We made note of that in the last couple of games. And he scored twice on 2 offsides calls the last home game, so he's right there ready to go.
Talked about Wyden. We've also talked about Nico Rittmeyer. Mike, what other players have really stood out to you this season?
I tell you, Jordan Liu doesn't get enough credit for what he does in the midfield. He handles a lot of balls and doesn't get any credit for the work that he's done. And Reed Norton, if he could put it all together, he's a great player, and he's got a bright future, I think, in this sport.
Thrilled to have Mike Funk in the broadcast booth with us tonight, subbing in for Eddie Rodriguez. Eddie will be back on Saturday. As Tormenta tries to repossess, Nico Rittmeyer now finding himself in the midfield and battling against several Kings Warriors.
I tell you, this seems like they got 2 for every one of our players tonight.
Just about to say that. It seems like they got 15 guys on the field.
I tell you, they're everywhere. Looked like Chile the other night against Colombia.
Watching Copa America, also the UEFA Cup going on as well.
Soccer all over the world. An up-and-coming sport, that is for sure.
Was so excited about watching the Americans in Argentina, and then about halfway in, I couldn't wait to come here to the park on Thursday night. Boy, was that ever a drubbing.
I tell you what, I don't know if anybody saw that, but Messi had one heck of a free kick.
Yeah, he was just astounding. As this ball will roll out of bounds, and now it'll be Tormenta on the throw-in.
Not to be outdone, Ronaldo the very next day had a back heel that was incredible as well.
Several special guests are here tonight. We're expecting Mayor Jan Moore to join us up here in the booth in about 10 minutes. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. And then coming up at halftime, Ty Eason will join us. He is the director of the PDL. So the league commissioner is here in Statesboro. And Mike, it's going to be a joy to talk to him. Had a chance earlier in the game to catch up with him a little bit. And now all our fans can greet him at halftime.
Yeah, he's real excited about this franchise in particular and what Darren Van Tassel and Nitra have done to get the community involved. And he's real excited and is really excited to talk to everybody about it at halftime. But he's got 70 teams under his control all over the country, and they've been around for over 20 years. So he's got something special going on here.
Battle on the far side of the field. And the ball will belong to the Kings Warriors. In the 20th minute, still 0-0 is your score. Drew Felios and Mike Funk with the Georgia Southern Multimedia crew here at Irk Russell Park. It's the fourth home game for Tormenta. And keep in mind, although we did see a couple of goals on the road, this team has still not scored at home. And hopefully before the night is over, we can celebrate the first goal here at home in franchise history.
I hope it comes tonight. Multiple times.
Well, we played over 300 minutes before that first goal came. Hopefully we don't have to wait that much longer for it to happen here at home.
Well, this Kings Warriors team is making it difficult tonight. We can't seem to control the ball at all and get anything inside to even have a chance at a shot. And they've had at least 4 shots on goal already.
T-shirts being tossed around the stadium right now, so fans erupt on both end lines, and of course the home stands here at Irk Russell. It'll be a free kick for Tormenta.
Drew, I'm excited. Another 10 minutes and that sun will be behind the trees.
Well, you're counting down the seconds, aren't you?
It's awful hard to view the game.
So here comes the free kick. This ball up in the air, and it is right in the direction of Jake Chasteen. The Appalachian State Mountaineer comes down with it.
Really no threat to score on that play. It was outside the penalty box, so. It's going to take its space.
Ball back to Tormenta. Sam Lofts, number 23. In the starting lineup tonight, he scored the first goal in Tormenta franchise history, which led to the 1-0 win over Charlotte. The other goal came by Nico Rittmeyer in the second half of the road trip, and it led to another 1-0 victory. Trenton Whiteley trying to get in position. Now it's Sam Lofts. Tormenta with a pretty decent set, but it blows up in the final third. And the Kings Warriors will try and counter once again. It is America's Best Communities Night, where Statesboro is a finalist. Over 300 communities started in this great competition, and it has been whittled to 15 and then 8. And it's something that this community is so proud of. We talked about it in the open, and we'll continue to talk about it with the mayor. Here's a shot created, and how about that save by Alex Guetta as he comes in and gets a foot on it.
Comes out of the box, makes a great kick save. Great job by the goalkeeper there. Wide open kick on the right side.
Ladies and gentlemen, for anyone wanting to participate in the America's Best Communities halftime show, you can report
Got to
to the
credit
scoreboard
Guerra and the work
at
that he has done up to this
minute.
point.
America's Best Communities
He's
halftime
taken
show.
shot after shot,
You want to
and
be
he
on
has
the field.
denied the Kings
Meet at
Warriors.
the scoreboard at the 35th minute.
We talked to Coach Freakley before the game, and he said Alex Guerra is a quality keeper. Just doesn't have the size as Viden, can't cover as much territory, but he's very good in the box.
Jordan Skelton. They're waiting for the offsides, and there it comes.
Offside.
Another run to the box. They had two guys right there, just a couple of steps off.
Well, more on the play of Guerra. You know, he almost got the start in the last game at home for Tormenta, but then the coaching staff, Coach Freakley, decided to stay with Anton Wyden. So Guerra was a little bit devastated after not seeing the field in that outing. So tonight has been well worth the wait so far. He has really performed well in this first half.
He has come along. Considering Viden was probably, arguably, the best player on the team thus far this season with the saves he's made and the games he's saved.
You know, a lot of times, Mike, in that position, you're either playing or you're not playing. If a goalie in front of you is doing exceptionally well, you rarely ever see the backup.
No, you'll never get in the game. It's especially if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's not allowing any goals. And Viden's only allowed 5 the whole season, so it's hard to pull him out and put anybody else in.
Nice run made that time by Lofts, staying with it after the missed shot. And Tormenta had a chance there as Arslan was trying to go backdoor. Hanging on for dear life, Jad Arslan. And there's a whistle. And this could be a yellow card.
Yeah, looks like he's reaching. Gonna let him play. Looked like he did grab him on the way by.
Yeah, it looked like he was on his back that time.
Yeah.
So luckily for Jad, he only gets a warning. Still tied at 0. Going airborne is a Tormenta player. The referee will immediately jump in and stop action.
Is that Ayo?
That is Ayososu. Last minute has been pretty physical, Mike.
It sure has. They've turned up the pressure. I think Tormenta's feeling the heat by this other team tonight, and they're trying to step their game up a little bit.
Ayososu, a player that is just so talented. You just hope he gets the ball as much as possible and is able to possess for as long as possible during a match. He is that talented.
Yeah, he plays out of that left back position, and he is exceptional back there. I think he's played every minute of every game so far for the team this season. One of only a handful of players to do so.
Looked like a chance at a corner kick there, but it heads off to the side, so it'll be a throw-in for Tormenta FC. Now working from the far side of the field, the shot comes, and Jake Chastain has to switch over to his left to reel that ball in.
I think that was Kieran making a cross into the goal. Good save by the keeper.
At least want to make him move a bit in the first half, just to pose some sort of an offensive threat. Whiteley upfield to Lofts. Lofts with a forearm in his back and a ball that was just taken right away. Mauricio Costa now controls. Boy, they really eat you up when you get to that final third, don't they, Mike?
They sure do. Number 4, Jordan Skelton. He's about 6'4", 6'5" himself back there. Made that look easy on the takeaway.
Costa trying to get in position as we near the 30th minute. Taken away by Tormenta. And now the home team with the counter. Sam Lofts tries to get in the center of the field. Nice pass. Arslan, a good angle. The ball squirts and just is kicked out barely.
Wow, what a cross into the box. The keeper fell down in front of the ball and made the save.
Watch it one more time. This ball spins around about 2 feet in front of the goal, and it sat there for about 2 seconds.
It sure did. Too bad we didn't have a player right there on the ball. Would have been our first goal.
Well, this crowd saw it. They were ready to explode.
People on pins and needles waiting for that first goal at home.
Gotta like the run that Tormenta made and the exceptional passing. Roberts trying to chase it down. It goes off the foot of Skelton, it looked like. No, it will be a goal kick.
Goal kick, Southern West Virginia.
So Drew Felios and Mike Funk, great to have you with us. 29th minute here in Statesboro as we're expecting the Mayor Jan Moore to join us any moment here in the press box. Jake Chasteen dodging some early chances from Tormenta FC. Skip it ahead on the pass, and Whiteley puts it out of bounds.
It's good to see that we've kind of taken a little more control when
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you want to participate in the America's Best,
the last third there, a couple of good chances in the last couple of minutes.
meet at the
A
scoreboard.
change from the start of the game when they totally dominated the possession time. It's good to see we've kind of settled into the game a little bit.
I was about to say, Mike, as the whistle blows once again, what has changed over the last few minutes to where Tormenta has looked much more confident on the field?
Just having a little bit more possession. We couldn't get possession. They were pressing high early on, and they've kind of dropped back that pressure to midfield. So that gives us a little more freedom in the back third, working into the mid third. We need to get Reed Norton a little bit more involved.
So a free kick for Tormenta just shy of midfield. As we play on, Kieran Roberts in the far side of the field, a player does go down, and the ball will be awarded to the Kings Warriors. So Tormenta started very slow in this match, but over the last few minutes has really picked up the pace and nearly went on top 1-0 just a few moments ago. So Trenton Whiteley on the field for Tormenta. This is Josh Phelps now, who is a huge threat for the Kings Warriors. He'll work the right side, and you just see how physical he is with the ball. Tormenta players surrounding him, and now we've got a tie-up. And as the ball rolls out of bounds, we're joined by Statesboro's great mayor, Jan Moore. Mayor, it is great to see you. Welcome here to Irk Russell Park. How's everything going?
Oh, it's going great. Now, thank you for your kind welcome on this very sultry South Georgia evening.
Got a great game on the field and a great theme tonight. We had last theme honoring our troops. Tonight it's honoring the great community of Statesboro and America's best communities, something that Statesboro is right in the thick of things on.
Oh, we absolutely are. We are in the final 8, and this is from over 500 communities across the country, and it's been quite an effort by every single person in town, including business, personal, and everything else. And so I really don't know what to say. I'm just honored that we have gotten this far and feel very confident that we have a legitimate chance to win the whole thing.
Do you ever have to remind yourself, wow, we're about to win a national competition where over 300 communities applied, and now we're down to the nitty gritty? I mean, is it something to where, it still surprises you when you think about that?
You know, I'm kind of laughing when you say that because we're used to winning national championships. You mentioned we were in Irk Russell Park, and which is adjacent to Georgia Southern University's football stadium, and we're very proud of that legacy, and we're very proud of what was done here and the record that we have with Georgia Southern's football team. So, yeah, we expect to win national championships. That's what we do.
Mayor Jan Moore joining me in the box. Still 0-0. Tormenta in the dark uniforms. Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors in the orange. Great game we've got on the field as we catch up with the mayor. This young franchise now nears the mid part of the season. How much of an impact have they had on this Statesboro community?
Well, it's been obviously very interesting because we're in South Georgia. We're in the southeastern United States, and it's football territory. And that means fall, and this is a summer sport for us. And the community has really taken to it because, frankly, we love sports, we love competition, and we love winning. And the fact that somebody is willing to bring a professional team here and give our citizens and our folks here a chance to watch a sport that is now becoming beloved in our area is very exciting. So I think the town has taken to it. We just feel very fortunate to have it here.
Here's Sam Lofts trying to counter for Tormenta. As the Kings Warriors, they're able to answer. This team is not just starting to play great on the field, but they were out and about in the community over the past week, getting involved, making the rounds to local businesses. It seems like Darren Van Tassel, the owner, is running this franchise first class.
He absolutely is. He has had his players, and I say kids because, you know, I'm in my 50s, and these guys are in their late teens and early 20s, and he's had these guys out everywhere representing the team and representing them in the right way. They are young men who want to do well and do the right thing and represent this community, and many of them are from around the world, but yet they take a lot of pride in representing Statesboro, Georgia, and for us, that's a very new thing, and we're very excited about that.
Still waiting for the first goal also at home. We had a couple goals on the road, Mayor Moore, but how eager are you to see an actual score here at home?
I don't know what we'll do.
Just waiting for it to happen, right?
I'm just sitting back. You know, I think it's going to be so exciting we may just be beside ourselves. We'll have to see.
Your office so busy year-round. What are some of the main things, the main objectives you guys are dealing with right now?
You mean from my perspective
Yes.
as mayor? You know, with any elected official, money is the issue. So we have to make sure that we are spending our money wisely. We have to make sure that our citizens are taken care of. We have to make sure that our quality of life is very important. So those three things are in my forefront every single day.
Have a tremendous university here, Georgia Southern, now a professional team. This community just making strides, it seems like, daily, and also just great people. That's obviously what makes a community go.
Well, you know, Statesboro, Georgia has evolved and been successful because it has a vision. Wait a minute, we might get a score.
This is Sam Lofts working along the right side, and the goalie, Jake Chastain, makes the save.
But, you know, we're not, if you came to Statesboro, Georgia, you'd say it's in the middle of nowhere. And to some extent that was true when this was founded, but we have a university that, bar none, is unparalleled in this state. What it offers students here regionally and around the state. We have now a professional soccer team. We have a storied history of athletic performance. So we're very proud of what we have and where we've come. And I think Darren's vision here with the soccer team is just indicative of Statesboro, Georgia, and where we're going to go. And this is going to be a great thing. We know it's going to take some time. We know that it's going to take a little bit of, you know, exposure for it to build up. But guess what, Savannah, Georgia? This soccer team is here, and it's not there.
Shaking up player on the field right now is Juarez from Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors as we continue on with Jan Moore, the great mayor here of Statesboro, Georgia. Training staff does come out to look at him. Hopefully he is okay. Whenever the whole idea of pro soccer coming to Statesboro, when the idea, the seeds were planted, did you think that this was going to be a reality and that it was going to be as successful as it has been?
Well, I knew it was going to be a reality because Darren Van Tassel was in charge of it. Mm-hmm. And he's just a guy that has a very, you know, creating a business is a talent. There's no different talent in creating a business than there is being able to be a great, talented athlete by nature. And he has that talent. And he saw an opening here through his kids. He saw what soccer meant to this area and what soccer meant to the United States. And he made a decision to get on the forefront of that. He is looking 20 years down the road. And the city of Statesboro, Georgia, and Bullitt County is going to be the beneficiary of that.
Outstanding stuff. And looks like we're getting set to play on once again. Still looking for our first goal here in the 38th minute.
It needs to happen while I'm here.
We're hoping it happens tonight. Still waiting for that first one at home. You know, we went nearly 280 minutes without a goal at home, but it finally happened. A 2-game win streak, Mayor, on the road as
That
this
was
team comes home
outstanding.
tonight. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that was very cool. That was outstanding. You know, it's easy to do things in your own gym, in your own backyard. And when you can go on the road and pick up your first and second win, you know these guys have a lot of guts. I mean, they're playing with all heart, and I'm excited about tonight. I'm sincerely hopeful that we'll come out on top, and I think that we will.
You know what was also interesting? The coach on the other side for Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors, John Milgareese, is a Georgia Southern alum, so he's making a homecoming tonight. He has a tremendous amount of pride coaching the visitors tonight.
Sure he does, and I'm glad he does, and I'm so sorry he's going to lose it. That was wrong. I probably shouldn't have said
that's
that,
okay.
should I?
Hey.
That was, hey.
Hey, between the lines, anything goes, right, Mayor? That's
Absolutely,
right.
absolutely.
Tormenta.
No, I wish him the best, not really.
Here comes the counter by the Kings Warriors. Jan Moore on with us for a few more minutes, Mayor. It has been so much fun watching this team. Your favorite sports, obviously, did you grow up playing, watching sports?
Oh, absolutely. I will tell you this, though. Growing up here in Statesboro, Georgia, we did not have soccer. And so we did not grow up as soccer fans because we just simply didn't have it. We were your basic, football, baseball, basketball kind of play. So, yes, I played sports, and I loved every minute of it. But through my children, I got to know this sport, and I find it absolutely fascinating. I love watching it. I love watching it internationally. How much fun was it watching the women, American women, win the World Cup? I mean, it just didn't get any better than
Incredible.
that. So it's very exciting that some of these players right here that we're watching today may end up on a national American team and represent our country internationally. And so it's just very exciting.
You have a favorite player so far? I know the goalie Anton Wyden's been awesome. Io Sosu's been spectacular. Kieran Roberts has been awesome. Any player catch your eye so far, Mayor, for Tormenta?
Well, you know, the one that's caught the I guess the eye of the local community is a young man from Hilton Head.
Okay.
And I know he's 16, and I know he doesn't get out there to play. But the fact that he has come at that age, at that talent, and he's on this team, and he's been apparently, really, the team has embraced him, and he's going to be a superstar.
Talking about James Brighton, who is committed to Clemson University, but there's a good chance he never goes to South Carolina. That's how talented this young man is.
That's right, and I think, tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's going to be attached to a team, an MS, I don't know, but he was explained to some sort of a training team up in Atlanta shortly that he will be going and attached to and training with them. So I don't think people realize we have a golf tournament here in Statesboro that's held every year, which is the Chris Schenkel. Mm-hmm. And there have been people like Curtis Strange, just several big stars that have played with colleges that have come through here. And our local community gets to come watch folks that are going to be superstars one day. And clearly some of the folks on this team will be superstars one day.
They certainly will. 70% of the players drafted in the MLS recently have played in this league, the PDL. It is a heck of a league, so successful, and it's great to see also Ty Eason, who will join us at halftime, Mayor, just glowing when he talks about this franchise and how well Tormenta FC have represented as they've begun play here in the PDL.
Well, I was informed on my way over tonight from the house to come here this evening that we are now in 5th place. I'm just going to say that we're going to be moving up. And you know what? It's so amazing to see something in its infancy. I happen to, having grown up here, I wasn't there for the birth necessarily of Georgia Southern football, but I knew the heart and the soul, and I knew the community support behind it, and people believed in it. And it became a very, very great and impactful thing in this community. And I think that this has absolutely the potential to do the very same thing.
Oh, it's going to be so fun to watch the baby steps and then eventually this franchise really take the ball and literally run with it in PDL League play. Mayor Moore, thank you so much for coming up here. We still have 3 more games, so after tonight, you're welcome to come up here anytime, okay?
Well, you were very kind, and I don't normally do this, so I hope you've had great patience with me, and I appreciate that.
You've been fabulous. I love the confidence. Not going to call it cockiness, confidence for Tormenta FC. Great stuff.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Good stuff. Mayor Jan Moore joining us here in the booth. And keep in mind, we will have a special halftime guest as well. Ty Eason, the director of the PDL, will join us in just a few minutes as once again, Jake Chastain makes a great save for the Kings Warriors as he continues to have a stellar first half. And credit Tormenta's goalie as well, Alex Guerra. The goalies have played exceptionally well tonight.
On both ends of the field. I tell you, Tormenta's really turned it around here in the last 10 minutes. We've had our opportunities, and I talked about it pregame, that we have to convert on those opportunities tonight, just like we did on the road.
So Tormenta starting extremely slow. The Kings Warriors controlling for about the first 20 minutes, and then things started to change. Tormenta has had several good opportunities here in the second part of the first half. As we wind down half number one, here comes Tony Soler. Juarez settling things for the Kings Warriors. Ayo Sosu now giving chase as Costa redirects. Tormenta's defense,
I tell you,
they have responded.
if there's a better defensive line in the PDL, I'd like to see it. These guys are fabulous back there on that back line, as evidenced by only giving up 5 goals this whole season.
By far the most humid night of the season up to this point, so keep an eye on the stamina as fatigue will set in most certainly in the second half. There's Guerra once again jumping
save.
right on it.
Great save, and that's that Josh Phelps again on a beautiful header, but Guerra made a great diving save. We've talked about that Phelps kid the whole game, but he doesn't seem to be able to put it in the net. Uh-oh.
We saw on the replay, that ball squirts away, but it'll be tracked down by Chastain. Saw Phelps get position with his big body and then get his head on that. I mean, that was really textbook.
He knows how to use his body down there in the box and put a guy on his left shoulder and just went over the top and headed it. And we're lucky to make a save there.
Kind of like a big basketball player going up for a rebound.
Hey, he's a big kid. Good-looking specimen. 6'4", 6'5", 210 pounds. Wreaked havoc on the back line tonight. Just can't seem to put one in the net.
Nico Rittmeyer, as we wind down the first half, an extra time here. Rittmeyer comes back to get it, but it's cut off in the corner. Sam Blackman sends it back, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So the first part of the half dominated by the Kings Warriors, and then Tormenta FC with their chances as we neared the finish. It's intermission with the score tied 0-0. Drew Felios, Mike Funk, and the entire Georgia Southern Multimedia crew with us tonight. Our guest at halftime will be Ty Eason, the director of the PDL. He'll join us when we come back to Statesboro.
You see, you wouldn't ask why the rose that grew from the concrete had damaged petals. On the contrary, we would all celebrate its tenacity. Well, we are the roses. These are my damaged petals. Don't ask me why. Ask me how.
Visit Statesboro and stay a while.
Woo-hoo! Visit Statesboro and learn about life on the farm.
Visit Statesboro, where fun is done.
Visit Statesboro and see what's happening tonight. Woo-hoo!
I'm Philip Irick.
I'm Dr. Tyler Bergner.
I graduated from Ogeechee Technical College and I'm finishing my bachelor's degree at Georgia Southern University.
I am a resident physician at Memorial University Medical Center. I am OTC. every student is unique. Whether you're interested in dual enrollment, an associate degree, or earning credit toward a higher degree, a diploma, or certificate, Ogeechee Tech can help you build a strong foundation for your future. Visit ogeecheetech.edu to find out how you can go anywhere from here.
Monday again, the weekend seems so far away. Tuesdays the same, forever planning our escape. Something.
Hello, I'm Governor Nathan Deal. I want to congratulate Statesboro on being a finalist as one of America's best communities. Statesboro has all of the ingredients of a great community: strong leadership, active, caring people with a vision and a plan. I wish the city of Statesboro the best of luck in this competition.
Welcome back to Irk Russell Park, America's Best Communities celebration here at halftime with the score 0-0 as Tormenta takes on the Kings Warriors from Southern West Virginia. And we're thrilled to have you with us, everybody. Welcome inside the booth. Drew Felios, joined by the director of the PDL, Todd Eason. Todd, so great to have you in Statesboro for this great game tonight. You've heard about it, Tormenta FC. A lot of people are talking about it in the PDL. Your first impressions of this brand new franchise?
It's fantastic, and this is my second time up here. And when we awarded this franchise to Tormenta, we were all excited about what they were able to do and what we thought they could do. And you just look out here and you see the community supporting this. And I know they haven't scored a goal, but the main thing is these fans are coming out every game and supporting it. And I was just in the stands and listening to the fans, and they're so educated about the game as well, and they get excited about the anticipation of a goal. And where before it was always people just celebrating when the ball goes in the net. And the education of these fans is unbelievable, and I don't know if that has something to do with the Euros or Copa going on, but the near chances is exciting these people. And then outside the lines, everything that's going out with the vendors here and the inflatables and the VIP, I mean, you could just definitely tell that the community is eating this up, and it's fantastic.
Now, you got several model franchises in the league right now. We had a chance to talk earlier, talked about Michigan, KW United out of Canada, also Ventura City from California. What makes you think that Statesboro and Tormenta FC can be one of those franchises that really sets the standard?
Well, I think it's all about location as well, and like we've touched on it time and time again, is this town, this community, who's obviously in the running for this big America's Best Community competition, is unbelievable, and the location helps this to be what it is because these people are supporting it, and it's fantastic to see. Regardless of the results, they love to watch the game, and I think this is going to be one of the franchises that, give it time, will be successful on the field. But more importantly, the fans that are supporting this is unbelievable. I haven't been a part of a big crowd like this in a long time, so it's exciting to see that.
Finally, tell us your objectives moving forward. What are some of the things you want to accomplish within the league this year and in years to come?
Well, it's two-part. On the competitive side, it's very important that we are attracting the best college players in the game, and possibly some of the younger former professional players that are looking to get back in the game. So it's very important that we provide them a team like this, a franchise that attracts the best players. And like you mentioned earlier, and overheard you talking about all the draftees that are coming out of here to going into MLS. That's going to be something that we've got to continue to grow on. We want to provide opportunities for more and more players of an elite level to come and get recognized, from our USL clubs to MLS clubs, and give them the opportunity to keep playing, further on. And our hashtag and our motto is path to pro, and we stand by that in every regard. And the second part of that is, as a franchise, we want them to develop, as in all elements of their franchise. As far as club services, we want to see more marketing initiatives. We want to see them sell more tickets. We want to see them get out in the community and invite people in. And then just being perfect operators of their franchise is something that we're continuing to work on and making us stand out above anyone else. So
he's a busy guy. Todd Eason, director of the PDL, making the rounds. Thank you so much for joining us tonight at Statesboro. Please come back.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we'll have more from halftime here in the press box at Irk Russell Park when we return.
Main Street between downtown.
We get you back to you.
Holiday Inn Statesboro is the official hotel sponsor of South Georgia Tormenta FC, proud member in the Premier Development League.
They have spacious rooms and free Wi-Fi. They have an on-site restaurant and bar, and they serve a daily breakfast buffet. And they also have an awesome pool and jacuzzi area.
And that's why we choose the Holiday Inn Statesboro.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
You see, you wouldn't ask why the rose that grew from the concrete had damaged petals. On the contrary, we would all celebrate its tenacity. Well, we are the roses. These are my damaged petals. Don't ask me why. Ask me how.
America's best community celebrated at halftime. Tormenta FC, no score with the Kings Warriors of Southern West Virginia. Hey, there's a special invention that has recently been the talk of the town here in Statesboro. It's even on sale here at Irk Russell Park. It's called Sidekick. Here it is.
Hi, folks. This is Darren Van Tassel. I'm the owner and team president for Tormenta FC, and I'm really happy to be here with one of our outstanding players. Not only is he a fantastic soccer player, but Eli Dent is really a budding young entrepreneur. And Eli, it's been a great summer to play with Tormenta. I hope you're having a fantastic time.
Yeah, it's great. I'm really enjoying myself out here. All these guys it's a great group of guys to play with, and of course Darren and the whole team here at Tormenta is just, they're doing everything right. So.
Well, Eli, I appreciate that. What I really wanted to show our fans today, Eli, was a little bit about the Sidekick, and it's a great product. It's one that Tormenta FC is going to invest in, and we're going to make this available not just to our fans, but available for year-round at our own place. Tell the fans a little bit about it, how it works, and how future young soccer players might use that, and also veteran players might use it.
Yeah, it's a great new product. It's kind of a mix really between a hacky sack and a soccer ball and how you play with it, and you juggle it. And these feathers here, it's kind of a unique product in that way. It kind of grabs your attention initially, but these feathers create air resistance. So when you kick it, it gives you more time to react. So really, it's something that a fan or anybody that's not really a soccer player at heart or in the past can pick it up and play it really well and easily. And Yeah, it's a unique product too. I think it's great for Tormenta because of the feathers, bringing that ibis that's on our seal here, and the feathers of the Sidekick can congeal those together.
Well, I love how they're in the Tormenta, magenta, and blue, and it really represents the ibis, which we know is known for his bravery. Eli, we're going to give you a little space here. I want you to demonstrate it. Right. Okay, Nico, I want you to come in here. You guys are going to do this together. Get in the shot. I'm going to hold this. Yep. Show us how the Sidekick works. Right. Okay. And I know I'm off the picture, but so much that's important about soccer is being able to juggle. And for younger players, juggling the soccer ball itself can be a real challenge. Hedrum's joined us too, along with his other teammates. And it's a great, not just fun, but it's a great source of skill preparation. But we think the Sidekick's really going to hit it really, really well. So Eli, folks can get it here at the clubhouse. They can get it online at Tormenta FC. Also, the Sidekick is running, I think it's $10 right. is what we're selling it for. And folks, we hope to see Sidekicks all over the place.
Oh, what a cool invention that is from Eli Dent. Sidekick, definitely going to be hearing much more about that as the season continues. Welcome back into the press box, everybody. Drew Felios alongside Mike Funk. We've had Jane Moore, the mayor, here. We also had Todd Eason, the director of the PDL. It's been a busy night as Tormenta takes on the Kings Warriors of Southern West Virginia. Some of the highlights in the first half. We saw action from both teams. Look at the goalie under fire. Alex Guerra getting the start tonight for Tormenta, his first ever, sending back shot after shot. Jake Chastain was also stellar net. This was the big opportunity. The ball spins around, but it just doesn't go in.
No, and Alex Guerra, it's nice to know that when Anton goes down that we have somebody like Guerra that can step up, and he's really done a great job this first half, probably made 4 or 5 stops.
So as we enter the second half of play, what do you think, Mike, the big keys are going to be? Because in that first half, I would say that Kings Warriors controlled most of it, but Tormenta certainly had their chances as it went along.
It seems like the Kings Warriors pressed high to begin the game and really put a lot of pressure on our team. Then they pulled back and we kind of gained possession at the midfield and were able to dictate a little bit more of the play in the last 20 minutes of the game anyway, and had several shots on goal, and a couple of them could have gone.
When we return the second half from Statesboro, 0-0 the score. The Kings Warriors of Southern West Virginia and Tormenta FC.
Visit Statesboro and stay a while.
Woo-hoo! Visit Statesboro and learn about life on the farm.
Visit Statesboro, where fun is done.
Visit Statesboro and see what's happening tonight. Woo-hoo!
I'm Philip Irick.
I'm Dr. Tyler Bergner.
I graduated from Ogeechee Technical College, and I'm finishing my bachelor's degree at Georgia Southern University.
I am a resident physician at Memorial University Medical Center. I am OTC.
Every student is unique. Whether you're interested in dual enrollment, an associate degree, or earning credit toward a higher degree, a diploma, or certificate, Ogeechee Tech can help you build a strong foundation for your future. Visit ogeecheetech.edu to find out how you can go anywhere from here.
We get you back to you.
Hello, I'm Governor Nathan Deal. I want to congratulate Statesboro on being a finalist as one of America's best communities. Statesboro has all of the ingredients of a great community: strong leadership, active, caring people with a vision and a plan. I wish the city of Statesboro the best of luck in this competition.
Holiday Inn Statesboro is the official hotel sponsor of South Georgia Tormenta FC, proud member in the Premier Development League.
They have spacious rooms and free Wi-Fi. They have an on-site restaurant and bar, and they serve a daily breakfast buffet. And they also have an awesome pool and jacuzzi area.
And that's why we choose the Holiday Inn Statesboro.
Thursday night PDL action continues from Irk Russell Park in Statesboro. Andrew Felios, Mark Funk joining us as well. And Mike, it's been a busy first half. We thought that tonight being a Thursday night that it would be a challenge for Statesboro to come out and support Tormenta FC, being it's the first Thursday night game, but I'll tell you what, the park is filled up as the night has gone along.
I tell you, it is packed out in the stands up here, and there are people milling around everywhere. It's good to see on a Thursday night in Statesboro, Georgia, that people are turning out for the support this Tormenta team.
Turned out to be the ideal night for soccer. A little bit humid, but significantly cooled down since the sunset in the background. So the Kings Warriors come out with nearly the same lineup. Jordan Malia handling it right now, number 3. Kings Warriors really set the tempo from the start. Tormenta eventually made some adjustments and had some good chances to score late in the first half. Jake Chastain has taken several shots. And for Tormenta right now, Jeremy Rector is in the game, number 18. Mike, you were quick to point that out.
Yeah, Jeremy plays right here at Georgia Southern, so I recognized him immediately.
Nice break up there by Ayo Sosu. That's Jeremy Rector, Georgia Southern midfielder. Several players on Tormenta that have had experience playing for the Eagles.
I've watched Jeremy play several games in his college career, and he's quite a talent. Hopefully he can get off the schneid here and get a goal for the Tormenta.
Sam Blackman plays the ball now along the left side. As it's stolen away. Nice play made. That's Whiteley along that far sideline.
That's that big left back, that Jordan Skelton. He's taken away several balls back there on that back line. He's a force back there on the back.
Checking in for number 11, Nico Rittmeyer.
For the Warriors.
Here's Suarez trying to juke the defender. He's got a good angle. The ball in the box. Shot off the post. Oh, the Kings Warriors should be celebrating a goal. That one was wide open, just missed high.
Shot misses just high.
Beautiful ball back into the box. Just off the top crossbar. We're lucky to get away with one there. They had 3 other players in the box waiting for the opportunity.
So Tormenta dodges a major bullet in the 48th minute.
Like Rector got pulled down there.
So Jeremy Rector draws the whistle. And now it'll be a free kick.
It's Reed Norton on the free kick. He's one of the guys I pinpointed early in the game that he needs to get off the mark. And if he gets one, then there'll be more to follow. He's a really good player, and he can place a ball in the box for a potential goal right here.
Norton has been green-lighted by head coach Ben Freakley. Played at Georgia Southern as well as NC State. He's got the ability to take over a match.
The Warriors have 4 in the line here, and it's played out wide.
Arslan sends it right side. Now, dangerous ball. It's got some air under it. A little bit too much as Ayo Sosu tries to chase it down, and he takes a shot. So Sosu is down, and he is slow getting up.
Yeah, he took an elbow in the back. Two different players ran around him, and he's still down, trying to work his way to his feet now.
Game has gotten physical. Sosu now trotting back the other way. Tormenta need him on defense every single time out. Here's Io back into your screen. Tormenta FC coming off 2 straight wins if you're just joining us. To Charlotte and then the Carolina Dynamo. That was a huge win because remember Carolina came in here the first home game and really put it on Tormenta FC. 3-0. So for Tormenta to go to Carolina and return the favor, it's really saying something. Attendance figure just came down over 1,600 fans. Mike, that is tremendous for a Thursday night.
Thursday night, 1,600. Talking to some of the other players that make these road trips, they say 200 to 300 on a game, and some of them on the weekend. So to have 1,600 people here on a Thursday night, if that's not support, I don't know what is.
Can't wait to see what it's going to be on Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night, 7:30 right here at Irk Russell Park. Make your plans now.
Another team from West Virginia will visit the West Virginia Chaos. Well, wouldn't it be something for Tormenta to have a 2-game winning streak here in back-to-back home matches?
We got to be able to convert on our chances.
Goalie came out, Chastain, airborne, reels it in.
My dad always said you can't win if you don't score. So we've got to be able to translate some of these good plays in the box to a goal for tonight.
Josh Phelps has been held in check. Peyton Erickson doing a fabulous job on him. He's almost like marking him.
He is.
Everywhere he goes.
He is. He's following him around. He's marked him. I guess they identified that Phelps kid as somebody they need to watch, and Erickson's been on him the whole game and done a pretty good job. He's had a couple opportunities, didn't convert, but he is a force to be reckoned with back there.
Yeah, Erickson, probably the most physical player for Tormenta from the University of South Carolina. Tony Soler got a good angle at it, shoots at Guerra, and yeah, anything can happen. That ball had some spin on it.
It sure did.
But Guerra got in front of it.
It was knuckleballing towards the keeper. He made a great save, got down, and made a good save right there on the left edge of the box. This is where we need to be more efficient in the midfield, and it looks like a good play to the corner here.
Sosu runs it down. Now the fancy footwork. Trying to go for the cross. On the ground. Shot taken. On the rebound. Just off to the right.
And that's the guy that just came in the game, Jeremy Rector. A miss hit, but it came back out. And Kieran Roberts missed a shot across the face of the goal. Wow, another opportunity. Rector had it lined up, too, right in front of the goal.
Crowd was waiting to explode if that goal had hit the back of the net.
I tell you what, everybody's on pins and needles waiting for that first one at home. We've came out a lot stronger in the second half than we did to begin the game, that is for sure.
Chastain lets it roll. So we're thrilled to have with us in the booth tonight, subbing for Eddie Rodriguez, Mike Funk, who is local business owner, hailing from Savannah, Badcock Furniture. We'll give that a nice little free plug there, Mike. And we'll also say your son, Drew Funk, is on Tormenta FC. He's not a part of the active roster right now, but he's a developmental guy, and we could very well see him soon.
Well, if they keep going down, he would get his opportunity because he is a keeper. But, yeah, we're proud and fortunate to have Drew on the team this year. It's exciting. He said nothing but good things about this Tormenta organization.
The fact that he is somewhat of a local kid for this PDL franchise to begin in Statesboro, how much of a blessing has it been?
It's been a real blessing. We have another kid that we consider a kid of our own, and he's on the developmental roster too, DeJamari Matthews. So they're both made the team this year, and they've said nothing but good things about Coach Freakley and the way this organization is running itself. It's fantastic. Exciting to have some people out here, some local ties. And I just looked down in the stands, and there's Drew's high school coach from Statesboro High School right in the stands in front of us. So a lot of local ties here.
Well, that must be something. Phelps drawing several defenders as Kings Warriors will control it. 0-0 is your score here in the 55th minute.
Kings Warriors. Coming off number 16, Tony Soler. Checking in as number 9, Gabe Mikado.
Whiteley will send it upfield. Kieran Roberts goes airborne. This match has gone along, even though we don't have a goal just yet. It's extremely competitive. Both of these teams really going at it.
They are. I like what I see out of the Tormenta the second half. They started out a little slow in the first half, but they've really turned up the pressure here in the second half and have gained possession and have had a couple of opportunities already.
Ball will slide out, and Tormenta now will toss it in. Yeah, Tormenta's looked a lot more sure of themselves at the start of this half than they did at the beginning.
I think when they get in the locker room at halftime, Coach Freakley settles them down and just tells them to play their game, and it'll come.
Now Peyton Erickson handles for Tormenta. If you're just joining us, Anton Wyden, the superstar goalie for Tormenta FC, not in the lineup tonight. He is under the weather, hoping to be back on Saturday. But Alex Guerra has done a fabulous job in substitution.
He sure has. He stepped up to the challenge big time. He's probably made four really good saves. And it's nice knowing that we have somebody like that in the wings if one of the other keepers goes down.
Good job by Kieran Roberts to gather that ball in. And now Tormenta will threaten from the right side. Ball is deflected there. And now everybody can come upfield. Trenton Whiteley out of Mercer University to toss it in. Jerry Saintville hails from Jupiter. Two Florida players for the Kings Warriors. Only 8 Americans combined. The rest of the roster from all over the world.
And that's funny because the 2 players you just mentioned are from the United States.
Now this ball will roll all the way to Guerra. And Tormenta will reset. So opportunities have not come often for Tormenta, but when they've been there, man, they have been right for the taking. Let's see if they can establish another one here. There's contact and a whistle, and that'll bring out the first yellow of the game.
He stuck a knee out. Reed Norton went right past him like he was standing still, and he stuck his knee out, and Reed's still down on the field.
Yellow card issued to Kings Warriors number 23, Jerry Ramirez.
So that's Jerry Ramirez out of the University of Louisville, one of the star players for Southern West Virginia. Jad Arslan will take the free kick.
Got 6 guys in the box. Good opportunity here.
This ball floats up in the air and now comes down and looks like
one of our guys
an
over the back.
offsides.
Yeah. Good opportunity there. Had 5 guys in the box. It was a good lofted ball right in the box, and just one of them offsides. I like the pressure we're putting on there in the second half.
Yeah, the ball definitely not nearly as free-flowing as it was in the first. Oh, good move there. The crowd responds. They love it.
Oh, here's an opportunity.
Kieran Roberts trying to redirect. Can he keep it in bounds? Here's the shot in the box.
Wow.
Coming down with it is Chastain. Boy, you got to credit Roberts. He did not give up on it.
Yep. Kicked it a little too far in front of him. Had to run around the ball, get it in the corner. Made a great cross right in the box, and the keeper made a good save on it.
Roberts again. Upfield director, a little bit over his head. And it'll be a throw-in for the Kings Warriors.
I don't know what they took in the second half at halftime, but they look like a totally different team here in the second half.
Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors knew that this would be a daunting task tonight, even though this is an expansion club. They knew the crowd was going to be into it. They have been. That shot sails high and wide. But Coach John Milgary's also talked about the environment and how this environment altogether was going to be probably the toughest to win in that they're going to face all season. That was really saying something about this home atmosphere.
Home crowd support, I tell you, it makes a difference. And these players, I guarantee you, are loving every minute of this home crowd. 1,600 strong tonight.
That ball batted out. Good job by Guerra. That'll be another corner kick for the Kings Warriors.
Tormenta fans, it's t-shirt time once again. If you want a t-shirt,
Tell you, got to watch out for that Josh Phelps at 26 on the header.
Guerra fists this one out.
Phelps right in the mix, but couldn't get his head on it.
T-shirt time here at Irk Russell Park. Sit down, Mike. I see you standing up trying to grab one.
I was going through this glass plate to get me a T-shirt. Those are awesome-looking shirts.
Our souvenir stand. So many goodies down there, including Sidekick. How about that feature at halftime?
That's something, isn't it? One of the Tormenta players invents Sidekick.
Coming off is number 23, Sam
That's Eli Dent from the College of Charleston.
Amazing. It's a takeoff on another.
That ball looked like it struck the official as he went down. And the crowd gives him a nice round of applause. Taken away by Ayo Sosu. Oh, he makes a good play and then gets tripped down, asking for a call from the official.
He got tripped up with number 17, I believe, right there, and kind of tripped him and pushed him at the same time.
Yeah, that looked like a blatant trip. Probably should have been called. Arslan
gets pushed down too.
Extremely physical right now on the field. Sosu trying to retreat.
Goodness.
Right in front of the official. There's got to be a call there. And it's a yellow.
Kings Warriors player went right over the back of Sosu and pulled him down by the shoulders to gain possession of the ball, and gets a yellow card.
Yellow card issued to Kings Warriors.
Number 7.
Number 7, Sam Blackman.
That may have been one of those plays where Blackman just says to himself, you know what, heck with it. I'm getting one.
Yeah, if he gets past Sosu, he goes right to the goal uncontested. So he was just taking that chance. But that's 2 yellow cards here in the first 15 minutes of the second half on the Kings Warriors.
Approaching 65 minutes in. Tormenta's had a couple good chances here in the second half. Can they cash one in? And now retreating Blackstock sends it back to Guerra. And everything will reset. Juarez, number 10, has been extremely active for the visitors. There's a great play by Jordan Liu. Jeremy Rector.
Going to switch the field here.
See if it pays dividends.
Got a runner down the right.
Now Loston was looking for 21 Arslan.
making a run down that right side, but just didn't see him, I don't believe.
Trouble here, the counter, space and time for the Kings Warriors.
5 guys in the box for the Warriors, and it's cleared out. Good chance for a counter here from Tormenta.
Players expending a lot of energy over the last few minutes. Roberts will slow things up.
It's been up and down soccer action for sure.
Trenton Whiteley trying to play the 1-2. Instead, they decide to keep it with Norton. Here's the left-footed shot.
Oh, my goodness, what a rocket of a leg. Reed Norton just wide of the left bar.
Just wide. Goal kick for the Kings Warriors.
That was a blast.
Wow. What a chance right there.
And so we're going to check out 4 and 20 Bakery.
Thought it was going to slip inside that left post for our first goal in Tormenta history.
You know, I think that's something, Mike, that we need to see more of. You're 30 yards out, 35 yards out, let it go.
Well, like you said earlier in the game, Reed has been given the green light to do whatever he needs to do to get this, to get a goal and to get the Tormenta FC off the snide on the scoreboard. He can take those kind of shots, and you see right there, he's got the leg to do it.
Now Jordan Liu at the midfield. Ayo Sosu, another stellar night for him. It is so fun to watch this young Tormenta team mature and trust each other as this season has gone along. Remember the first night, the first broadcast we did against Carolina, this team, nobody was on the same page, but even though we're still waiting for our first goal, you can just see the chemistry, the trust building amongst Tormenta.
As the season goes on, that first game, of course, they'd only had 5 or 6 practices together, so, and they didn't know which guy was going to be in which position, so we've kind of figured that out in practices and taking the next level now with knowing what each other's going to do and where they're going to be in certain positions.
Taken away there. Tormenta will attack. And now here comes a player who just checked in. That's 17. That's going to sail over the goal.
That's Eli. That's the inventor of the Sidekick.
Eli just checked in off the bench and nearly scored the first goal ever at home.
It's on the left side and hit it out off the outside of his right foot to spin it in that back corner. It just went over the top of the bar.
And Marty Harbor.
Juarez has it taken away. Ayo Sosu has given him fits over the last 10 minutes. Sosu has just swallowed everything.
Yeah, I tell you what, this whole year he's done the same thing. He's possibly one of the best left backs in the whole league. If you look back at film, he does not get beat on any play.
Rector can't control it, and looks like we are going to have a throw-in from the far side. Peyton Erickson. Tormenta very methodical here, just waiting for their opportunity. Sosu will come up to help. The ball crossed and now kicked out by the Kings Warriors. IU will track it down once again and will reset. Good job by Juarez to cut that one off. And now here comes the counter. Blackman had Liu all over him. Which team is going to score first? Wes Carson out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. And it's right into the hands of Alex Guerra.
Throw out, a good counter opportunity right here, but Kings Warriors have 5 defenders back, so kind of squash that breakaway. That's that Skelton kid that dispossessed one of our players there. Got Sosu going to the corner.
Sosu running it down, gets the cross away. And the defense there to help. And it looks like we're going to have a handball near the box.
Handball. It's going to be a PK. You would think that would be Reed Norton coming in to make that kick, but
it did bounce off the forearm there. You saw it on the replay.
Yep.
And now the chance for the first goal ever at home for Tormenta FC. The cameras come out here at Irk Russell Park.
This is incredible, folks. Can't tell who's going to take it. Looks like Arslan.
It will be Jad Arslan, who is from, guess where? West Virginia.
How ironic. A West Virginian going to score on West Virginia.
Or at the very least, try to.
Exactly. Hopefully this will go in and you'll hear this crowd erupt, folks. Let's just listen.
Fans on their feet as Arslan gets set to let this one go. You can see the tension. The fans on their knees with the cameras out. Just beyond the goal there. This should be fun to watch.
Here we go.
Arslan takes his time, lets it go, and it's high.
Over the top of the bar. Not really even a good PK.
Kings Warriors.
Yeah, Mike, that's a situation. If you're Arslan, you got to go back and say, you know, if I'm going to miss, I'm going to miss wide. I don't know if I want to miss high.
You just put it on the frame somewhere and make the keeper make a save. He was keeper moving to his left, and he just hit it low on the ball and went straight up over the bar.
You heard the wind kind of come out of the sails of this crowd. They wanted that.
Everybody
big time.
Taking their seats again. But there'll be other opportunities, I think. We've definitely turned up the pressure here in the second half, playing a lot better.
72 minutes in. It's been quite a game, folks. South Georgia Tormenta FC defending the home field. Taking on the Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors. Keep in mind, this Kings Warriors squad 3-2-2. They got a winning record coming in here tonight. And Tormenta is really giving them all they can handle and a lot more.
Well, on the road last week, we beat the first place team in our division and the second place team in our division. And they tonight, the West Virginia Kings Warriors are 1 game up in the standings on us. So a victory here would be 3 victories in a row over higher ranked teams. Phelps just missed on the little tip on the toe inside the box. Another good save.
Now, it's great to see also the crowd so much behind this team from start to finish. Everybody's still in their seats anticipating that first goal. Got to be frustrating to this point, but nobody has given up.
No, they're still playing very hard. They all want it worse than us, I can tell you that.
Here comes Eli Dent, making an impact after coming off the bench. Ayo Sosu, now a chance to control. They've been really physical with him. And a little bit of words down there on the field.
Yeah. He and number 10 have gone battling today, and it's like they're marking Sosu when he comes upfield for some reason.
There's the 1-2 to Whiteley. He'll send it in, but waiting for it is Jordan Malia out of Bolton, England, the defenseman for the Kings Warriors. Michael Cole attacks on the left side, and now Josh Phelps. A handful for the Kings Warriors. An opportunity here. It's the best one of the match, but the ball is wide to the right.
Right across the face of the goal. Keeper didn't even have to make a save on it.
Go back to track it down. Machado retreating.
Not a very good clearance there.
And that's a little bit sloppy for Tormenta. Got to be careful here because we're nearing the end of the game. You know the legs starting to get a little tired here, Mike, and you have to make sure you don't give up a freebie here.
Well, they've exerted a lot of energy to begin this second half, so I'm sure they're wearing down a little bit. They need to pick their spots to take a little rest, depending on where the ball is, but need to stay hydrated.
Kings Warriors substitution coming off number 13, Jerry St. Bill. Coming on number 12, Timo Arpena.
Here's Phelps. 2 Tormenta players all over him. They are not going to let him see daylight.
He looks like a man among boys down there, though. He's a big kid.
Nearly got it out of there. Sosu not giving up on him. Had the angle for a moment. But the Kings Warriors have not been able to really get clean looks at the goal lately.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in the box on that last play, so we're pulling back to defend for sure.
Kieran Roberts.
Oh.
Can't keep it in. A little bit of a shove there out of bounds. Crowd getting a little restless. Roberts comes back and it looks like a yellow is going to be drawn. There's an instance where the official doesn't see the first one, but he sees the second.
It happens every time, doesn't it? He gets pushed over here on the sideline, goes back to defend the ball, and gets a little more physical with the other player, and he gets the card. So the referee should have squashed that one on the sideline, and then he doesn't get the yellow in the midfield.
Meanwhile, Jordan Malia extending the handshake to our officiating crew. These players learning how to work the officials here in the PDL.
They learn all that stuff on TV, don't they?
You want to make those guys your best friends, don't you?
Yeah, oh yeah. May get a call late in the game.
Malia lets it go. Comes down near the box. Ball still playable. Juarez got it going, but again cut off. Jeremy Rector right in the thick of things.
Got Arslan making a run on the left over here.
Kieran Roberts trying to outrun everybody. Can he get a shot away? There it is.
Wow.
But Chastain again just waiting for it.
Right to the keeper, but a little bit left, and Arslan had a run going just a little left of the keeper there and could have scored. But Kieran was full speed, outran 2 guys to get to that ball, so did a good job just to get the shot off. Rector.
Final 13 minutes of regulation. And another steal on that far side. Whiteley and Sosu have had a field day.
Just won't let those guys around the corner, will they?
You know the Kings Warriors got to be frustrated here. Guerra comes up. And able to reel that one in. And now Tormenta FC go from right to left. Eli Dent runs right into a defender. Gets the ball back. Nice run here. Dent through traffic. Trying to get Rector.
Could be a
Rector
corner.
tries to put it in the air, and it will be a corner kick.
Great play there by Rector. Chipping it off one of the other players, off the Kings Warriors player, and we get the corner. We've got to take advantage at some point this year of a set play. Off a header or going to near post or something. We need to get something on the board.
Ayo Sosu will take the corner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in the box here. An in swinger here from Sosu.
See if he tries to put it back post. Ball doesn't have a lot of air under it. Arslan tries to keep possession.
Ooh.
And now we've got the flag coming up.
I think Arslan cleared it out and it went out. Yep, it was Kings Warriors ball.
Yeah, that'll be a yellow card also for Jad Arslan.
Yellow card issued.
I think Arslan got part of the leg before he got the ball. You know, if you hit the ball first and then you hit the player, it's not a yellow. But I think he took the player out, then the ball, and they pull the yellow card for Arslan.
So we've seen several yellows here in the second half. That's the 5th one between both teams.
A little more physical here in the second half. They've both settled down into their game.
Another opportunity perhaps for Tormenta FC. How physical can it get? Norton just bounces off a defender and now comes back. Eli Dent the shot.
Wow.
High and wide.
Shot by Eli Dent, settles wide. Goal kick.
Reed Norton was pounded at midfield right there and just bounced off the guy like he wasn't even hit. And then made a great pass to the midfield to Eli Dent, and shot just went wide. Stoppage in play. Looks like Reed Norton's going out.
Who's coming in? That's Rashid and James.
So we've got a few substitutions. James Bright, the youngster, will check into the game for Tormenta FC, and also have Rashid Alarape, who will get a chance at playing time. So two very exciting players. Brighton is the one that fans here are just going to fall in love with.
I tell you, what a good kid and what a good player for being such a young player. He's already signed with Clemson, I believe, and he has got some talent. He, I think, frequently recognizes that the players are just worn down with the heat, and he's made a couple substitutions here to get some fresh legs into the game.
Brighton wears number 27, Alarape number 22. Fans wanted a foul there. Instead, Kings Warriors have an opportunity from the left. The ball is centered, trying to square it up. Oh, barely a deflection there. That would have been major trouble for Alex Guerra.
That's Josh Phelps again, wreaking havoc in the box.
Corner kick for the Kings Warriors.
Tried a back heel pass to one of his teammates. And just off one of our players.
Corner kick coming up. Kings Warriors. Ball stays up in the air. Guerra goes airborne. It is still loose, and it will be Tormenta ball.
Dangerous play there. I thought he let the ball go.
Tormenta FC would like to thank the following corporate sponsors.
Inside of 10 minutes to play. How many opportunities are going to be left for Tormenta FC? Here's Eli Dent. He has had a big impact tonight.
Eli Dent, since he came into the game, has really made a difference. He's kind of taken over what Nico was doing in the last couple of games.
Oh, nearly a friendly fire goal right
Wow.
there. Went off the foot of Jordan Malia, and Chastain was out of position.
He sure was.
Corner kick.
Very dangerous. That'd be ironic, though, if the first goal in Tormenta history was made by the other team.
Hands hungry for one.
Corner kick, gonna be an in-swinger here.
Jad Arslan.
It's a good kick.
Ball's dangerous. Fisted out by the goalie. Now it's Sosu. Took the long blast.
Look for Brighton to make something happen here. He's got fresh legs.
Arslan will hand off to Sosu. Arslan, patient. Pass cut off. And that's just sense of being a little bit tired there.
Yeah, just not a very crisp pass inside the box there. Had a man there.
Delicious cupcakes and lemonade from 4 and 20.
Just not a very crisp pass, like you said. I think it's legs. If you weren't with us to begin the game, it started out at 97 degrees, I believe, is what they said.
And it's still humid down on the field.
It sure is.
Here come the King Warriors. And luckily, Tormenta defenders have been in the path of every shot taken. Erickson got a piece of that one.
If I'm not mistaken, it was 110 up here in the box.
Oh, it was scorching like an oven in the pregame. Eli Dent running free.
Whoa, my
Just
goodness.
off to the left. Chastain let it go.
Eli Dent's playing like a man possessed in the second half. He's several opportunities and really playing good second half for Dent. One of their players down in the box. Stoppage in play. Good chance to get some water here to rehydrate a little bit. I'm telling you, looks like they're all heading over and getting water bottles. At least our Tormenta players are.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a cramp down on the field. By the way they're treating him, stretching out that leg usually means that is the case.
That is correct. We spent a lot of energy and a lot of the hydration the body builds up, and you start cramping. So it looks like they are stretching out one of the legs there.
Also got to remember when you're playing in these types of conditions, it's not just hydrating yourself just before the game, but you got to do it the entire day before, during the week.
That's right, leading up to it. And I think Ben stresses that. And as far as the Tormenta players go, and so far so good. I don't see any of our players suffering from any cramp issues.
So now slow to get up and head to the sideline.
23.
And that is clearly a cramp. And the player is Jerry Ramirez. He was assessed the yellow card at the beginning of the second half. He has had a tough night, one of the stars for the Kings Warriors.
For Southern West Virginia, number 23, Jerry Ramirez.
Yeah, he's had a full game. They have a substitution coming in. I don't know if Ramirez is staying out or if he'll be back in.
Check the adjustment here. And here comes the sub for the Kings Warriors. Back-to-back West Virginia teams. Tonight, the Kings Warriors, and then we've got the Chaos on Saturday night.
Corner into the box, headed out by one of the Kings Warriors players. If we could just get something going down here.
Now everybody moving upfield for West Virginia. There's the star player, Josh Phelps. He's been quiet in the second half.
I think it's because Erickson's been on him like a blanket.
Michael Cole was cut off. And now the crowd getting behind Tormenta FC.
Ramirez will go off coming on for the Kings Warriors, number 2, Michael Cole.
Ball comes into the stands.
Cleared out right underneath the press box here. Throw in for Tormenta.
I was surprised how fast the fan threw it back.
Yeah. Thought you got to keep those if it came in the stands.
I don't think this is arena football. Whiteley. There it is!
Woo! Jerry Rector!
That's Rector.
Jeremy Rector, history. In the 88th minute for Tormenta FC.
I'm telling you what, that wasn't the easiest goal either if you look at it. It short hopped him, and he took it out of the air to score the first goal at home in Tormenta FC history. Crowd is going crazy out here.
Tormenta goal scored by Rector in the 88th minute. Score now, Tormenta 1.
Finally,
Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors.
after 4 games here at home, here it is one more time. Whiteley, the gorgeous pass, and the finish from Jeremy Rector, hailing from right here. Georgia Southern University. It could not have been scored better.
He came in as a substitution in the second half, and I mentioned him earlier on as watching him play, and he could make a difference, and he sure did right there with the first goal in history for Tormenta FC, folks. It's 1-0.
And we are deep into this game. Keep an eye on the clock. We're likely going to have significant extra time. We've had a few injuries in the second half. Now it's all up to the defense of Tormenta FC to hold. Guerra comes out, as you saw Phelps have it in decent position.
I tell you, that Erickson has been on him like a blanket this second half. Really the whole game. I think Ben has him marked as being a really good player, and that Erickson has just done a great job tonight covering that 6'5" Phelps.
So the assist by Whiteley, the goal by Rector. 1-0 here in the closing moments. Boy, that is a moment that we will never forget. Now just got to close it out.
It's converting on one of those chances. I said that before the game, is trying to convert on some of these chances we've had in the last 2 home games. Definitely, Nico's had plenty of chances. We just could not convert on them. So it's nice to see one of them being converted into our first goal in the history.
Iososu down on that last run. He gets up, wants to finish this one out. And looks like we're going to have about 2 minutes of stoppage time.
2 minutes.
Added here for Tormenta to hopefully seal this win. Sosu tried to get up, looked like he was walking for a moment, but then went back down. So a little bit shaken up. He'll leave the field. And anytime he leaves the field, that is significant for Tormenta FC.
I'll tell you, as a left back, he is a strong contender for Player of the Week every week, because he makes some great plays every week for this Tormenta team. So we need to get somebody back in there that can, looks like he's going to be coming back in just a minute. There he comes now. So it's good to have him back in the game for sure.
For the first time this year, Tormenta leading at home, 1-0. Kings Warriors in desperation right now. Machado had it taken away. A nice run that time. That was 22, Rashad Alarape.
Great run through the box there, dribbling around 2 or 3 different guys.
Tormenta substitution going off is Jad Arslan. Checking in number 5, Jeff Medina.
Medina in for Arslan. Still time on the clock. Wes Carson and Michael Cole.
Ooh.
Cole is tripped up, and we finally have a whistle.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, no fans
So
are
don't go
allowed
anywhere
on the
just
field.
yet. Tormenta
After the conclusion of
FC
the game, please
still
do
have
not
a stop or 2 to make
enter
on
the field
defense.
after the conclusion of tonight's
It's a
game.
dangerous position right here, folks, just outside the 18. Probably 25, 27 yards out, and they have every one of their players in the box. Their keepers at midfield. They think this may be their opportunity to score right here with 10 guys in the box, 9 guys in the box.
Sam Blackman.
All I know is we need to mark that Josh Phelps.
Blackman trying to redirect everybody. This ball, dangerous. It's deep, but it sails a little bit too far, and Guerra played it perfectly.
Nice play there. Just a little too far on the...
Sails high. Tormenta goal kick.
Good opportunity to say what a great game Guerra played tonight. Made some fantastic saves in the first half, and then we settled down. We played a little better in the second half, but that defensive line and that keeper played good tonight, that's for sure, for Tormenta.
Ball kicked up near midfield. Stoppage time continuing to wind down.
Referee looking at his watch.
And that's going to do it. Tormenta FC, for the first time ever, victorious at home by a score of 1-0.
Fantastic playing tonight. Started out a little slow, but when we turned it on, we controlled the midfield and had several opportunities to score. Great game by Tormenta.
The assist by Trenton Whiteley, the goal by Jeremy Rector. 1-0. Tormenta FC victorious at Irk Russell Park for the first time in team history. A hard-fought victory. We're going to head down to the field. When we come back, we're going to talk to Jeremy Rector. Tormenta FC victorious tonight at home.
We get you back to you.
Holiday Inn Statesboro is the official hotel sponsor of South Georgia Tormenta FC, proud member in the Premier Development League.
They have spacious rooms and free Wi-Fi. They have an on-site restaurant and bar, and they serve a daily breakfast buffet. And they also have an awesome pool and jacuzzi area.
And that's why we choose the Holiday Inn Statesboro.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
You see, you wouldn't ask why the rose that grew from the concrete had damaged petals. On the contrary, we would all celebrate its tenacity. Well, we are the roses. These are my damaged petals. Don't ask me why. Ask me how.
Welcome back to Irk Russell Park. Tormenta FC victorious for the first time ever at home by a score of 1-0 over the Kings Warriors. I'm here with the hero of the game, Jeremy Rector. Congratulations, the first goal ever here at home for Tormenta FC. Talk about the play. What was going through your mind?
I don't know. I saw it getting out wide, tried to check two, noticed Rashid coming into the space. Thought I better recycle my run. Saw a gap in the opening. Trent slotted it through perfectly, and I just tried to get something on it.
Whiteley hit you with the perfect pass. I mean, this is stuff you dream of, and you played soccer here at Georgia Southern, so you know this field very well. Fitting that you score the first goal in team history, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I've been dreaming about that for a while now.
The first goal at home, that is. Of course, you guys got a couple on the road, but what was it about scoring in front of the home fans to where it took so long for that to happen?
I don't know. It's just kind of a run of bad luck, I guess. I don't know. I know every one of those guys over there, and I know they're just as happy as I was to get that, so felt good.
Big goal here at home, and this team's on a roll. Yes. You guys have won 3 in a row in the PDL. What has changed as this season has gone along?
I think one of our biggest problems was we're a new team. We haven't played together, and just getting to mesh and kind of getting some cohesion and really kind of recognizing each other's tendencies and styles of play, and just after a while it just kind of clicked, and now we're hitting a roll and hope it doesn't stop.
Can't let you go without talking about Alex Guerra, your goalie. Thrust into duty tonight, he definitely responded, huh?
Oh yeah, big time. Filled in Anton's shoes perfectly, couldn't ask for anything more from him.
Congratulations, we'll see you Saturday night.
Thank you.
Okay, Jeremy Rector, big time performance, the first goal at home for Tormenta FC. Mike Funk also doing a great job filling in for Eddie Rodriguez tonight. Mike, this guy was the real deal.
I told you when he came in the second half, I said, watch out for Rector. He plays here, played at Georgia Southern, still does, and he could be the difference. And sure enough, what a great goal. What a great play by Trenton to get it to you there. And it was a short hop, too. Yeah. You kind of flicked it, and then it went in. It was fantastic, man. Way to go.
And really capped off a great night of soccer on the field. Also America's Best Communities Night off the field. Statesboro in the spotlight. Local businesses represented. You're a local business owner. You know what it's like.
I tell you, we couldn't be prouder of this organization and what the Van Tassels have put out here for the community. And what a turnout. 1,600 people on Thursday night. Are you kidding me? It's fantastic.
Darren Van Tassel altogether, tremendous job, the owner of this Tormenta franchise. A picture moment here in the postgame with all of us. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Tormenta FC victorious tonight, 1-0 over the Southern West Virginia Kings Warriors. Mr. Rector, the hero, scoring the first goal at home in team history. We will see you on Saturday night against the West Virginia Chaos.
Be here.